Lindsay. How are you doing today?
I'm good, Coach, but what's the matter with you? Why the long face?
2Puggles update. First thing, both of the events I was going to go to this weekend were rained out. So, I made a video that will actually, the link to it will be in the show description down below, and of an airplane. And in the video, it actually looks like they're actually earrings, but you guys saw the video yesterday, right? Yeah. You remember seeing that? Yeah. They're actually earrings, but I changed them to ornaments, and I'm going to sell these ornaments. I have 7 of them. If you remember the video, it was for Make-A-Wish Foundation. So I'm going to sell them for $10 each, and all the proceeds will go to Make-A-Wish. So I'll have those in my booth. If any of you want to buy them, you can. You certainly can. But I'll have them in my booth this weekend. And yes, you can clap. Yeah. So that's one new product. Over here, what do you guys think of the panel here?
Hey.
Looks good.
Looks good, doesn't it? I think it's an improvement. These are, remember the dots I showed you last week that I worked on? I've got them on these gray cards, and I really like how they look. They pop and everything looks really good. So anyway, going to do a tiny little price increase, because these, right now it was $8 for posts, $10 for dangles, but these actually take just as long to make as the dangles. So the dots are going to be $8. These are going to be, anything else is going to be 10, and then but still going to do 2 for 15. Got crosses, and I'll do one example of it. These are, I showed you guys last week the rough version of them, but now they're finished, and quite happy with how they came out. And the dangle version. Pass those around. And bigger crosses. These aren't quite ready, but they're going to be like this. And also, I don't know if any of you noticed, but we're going to make them into ornaments. This will be the first show where we're showing off our snowflakes. So we can pass that around. One thing I've struggled with, at what point, I'm going to get you guys' opinion, at what point do you go full on Christmas in your booth? It's a good question, right?
Yeah.
You know, in the retail world, you know, they're starting now, you're starting to see it. So I don't think I want to be like out there decorating with Christmas trees and stuff, but I'm going to put the snowflakes in the booth, and then, you know, I think people doing a fall craft show, they're Christmas shopping. So, so the stuff's going to be available. All right, the YouTube channel is up to 28 subscribers. So, hey. So we have to decide for the 2Puggles micro clamp giveaway. We have to decide at what point, what number do we need to get to do it?
50.
50? Okay, it can't be it's got to be more random than that.
42.
47, 52. I like 47.
38.
76.
When we get to 47, we're going to do our first subscriber giveaway with the 2Puggles micro clips. More on that later. Last week we had a question on our video, and the question was, how do you prepare for the holiday season and have enough inventory to make sure you have enough inventory? And the answer to that is I have no clue. I don't know how much I'm going to sell. I think I probably have way too much stuff, but you don't know. But here's how I want to share with you, this is an inventory trick that I learned way back when. So anyway, how to handle inventory for the holiday season. Years and years and years ago, I was part of a company that made these, and we had a competitor that was kind of like the 800-pound gorilla of the industry. They were like the Nike pressure transducer industry. And what we needed to do to compete against them was to be able to do something that they couldn't do. And what we did was, like these links here, the 6-inch stem, some people wanted them shorter, some people wanted them longer, they wanted different lengths. And it would take our competitors 8 weeks to deliver those special ones. Our company got to where we could deliver it in 2 days. And the way we did that was by building up to certain sizes and sub-assemblies, they're called, and then making it so that no you got the sub-assemblies where within 2 days you could put it together and ship it out as a finished product. And you could make minor alterations, and you just were set up so that each station you could do different things. Well, anyway, that's what I've done with the jewelry, okay? I've figured out that I can make them, kind of mass produce them, and we're not gonna pass that around, but you can just. So anyway, as you can see, I've got a whole bunch of these all finished up. What are some of the problems I'm gonna have? What are some of the considerations? If I were to just make all these into earrings now, what are some of the problems I'd have? What do you think?
Lack of diversity.
What's that?
Lack of diversity.
Yeah, well, diversity, or I'd have to guess what kind of hooks to put on them, do I make them silver, do I make them gold? This way, what I've got them, when I get them to this point, and now that I have the hooks, I'm 2 minutes from finishing them. Okay? So what I'm gonna do is stock them in the booth like this, and that as stuff sells, I can put them together, and if I sell a bunch of gold, I can make gold ones. If I sell silver, I can do silver ones. If it ends up they want posts, if somebody comes in, I really like that, but I like it in posts, in 15 minutes I can have the glue dry and I can give it to them in a post. So I can be custom about it. So that's what I'm gonna do, is have a bunch of, like the earrings, I have no clue whether these are gonna sell as pendants, whether they're gonna sell as ornaments, whether they're gonna sell as earrings. So now, I'll have a drawer full of these. In the earrings sell, I'll put more earrings out. The pendants sell, I'll put more pendants out. If they're selling as ornaments, and one of the things about working trade shows is, or craft shows, there's a bunch of free time that you're kind of wasting. So now I'm taking advantage of that. Instead of using my shop time to do this assembly, I'm doing it during those times where you're just hanging out at the craft show, so you're recapturing that time as well. So there's a win-win-win by doing it that way. So anyway, that's how I'm going to take care of the holiday inventories. All right then, go learn something.
Hey.